All right, hey everybody, we're live here Monday night, 7 o'clock. I got special guest Glen Thomas from the ACA is on with us. We got a lot of things to talk about. Go over again what we got coming up for 2024. Talk about some American Catfishing Association stuff. Registration is actually live right now. That's pretty cool. We'll wait for a few of you to jump in. If you can hear us good, give us a thumbs up, share it to another page. Again, we're going to talk about 2024 ACA stuff, lots of fun stuff. I'll play a throwback video of the Alton tournament last March while people are jumping on, and then we'll get the show rolling.
Places today, it is some big money. 68 teams. Big shout out to all the sponsors, the spectators that came, anglers from traveling over 12 states.
We got a lot of changes out there with the weather, the water, but it's going to be a great day here in Alton, Illinois. Hey, we're here in Alton, Illinois for the season opener for the Twisted Cat Outdoors 2023 season. We got 68 teams from over 12 states.
Nate's been down that thing for almost 2 weeks. Okay, that's a nice one. Not bad, not bad. Oh, look at that.
There you go, turn around here and show that crowd.
The weather's a little rough today. We have some high water, some stuff floating down, but it's gonna be a good day. Big payout, 100% payout, $500 on big fish added. We're really excited to get this season kicked off. A lot of new things coming with Twisted Cat Outdoors this season. A big shout out to the sponsors and the anglers and the spectators, everybody that supported us to get here. Like I said, you don't want to miss this season.
Oh, my.
Well, 67.62 pounds. Did these guys around the world? That is a monster. Go ahead, big round, taking photos.
Another thing was this. I would often have right now. Hey, come on.
Turn around, put the out there.
Oh, my.
Solid.
Oh, my. That was close.
Close, 67.62 pounds. Give these guys a round of applause. That is a monster.
That is a solid finish.
3 real solid fish. Number 2. That's a good bag, guys.
All right.
Got some suspense going now.
Gonna be closed.
All right. 25.30 big.
Oh my goodness. We are locked 70.71 pounds.
They did it. 70.71.
Oh boy.
Second place, 70.05.
Whoa,
That's close.
fish in here. This team like Butler. Good fish.
There you go.
Good job, guys. Get some photos.
Okay, third place, the 68.59. Justin Thornton and Dwayne Buckridge. Third place, $2,720. Woo! Second place was 70.05. Montpeel, Pete Moreland, Kevin Hoffman, $4,533. First place in Alton, Illinois, 70.71, not much more than second place. Jason Hamilton, Eddie Henney, John Berglund, $9,066.
Everything we caught on the same exact spot, same way we caught them on Thursday.
Was there trash that affected those spots at all?
Absolutely.
Did you fish in the trash?
We tried to stay out of the trash, stay on cleaner water. There was quite a bit of trash coming down, but by about 10 o'clock we were out of the trash. Trash was already down and coming on down the river, and that was a big plus for us.
And we got a lot of new things coming. We're really excited. Thanks, like I said, we had a good kickoff. for the 2023 season, 68 teams here in Alton, Illinois. So everybody have a safe trip home, and we'll see you here in a few weeks.
Great season, Alex.
Yeah, so 2023 was a long, big season. 10 events plus the championship. So now we're getting ready to kick off the 2024 season at Lake of the Ozarks. So that's going to be exciting.
You know, your kickoff event in Lake Ozarks is the last event for the ACA Tournament Alliance for 2023.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's your first event.
Technically it's in 2023, but it's the 2024 season. So
yeah. For you. For us, it's the last event of the year. It's good to be with you. Thanks for inviting me. I see your better half. I see your better half is with you, Alex.
I made it. Yep.
Yep. She made it.
What kind of food did she bring?
No
and
cookies.
Did she bring enough for everyone?
No.
No.
JT raising out. Hey, JT.
What's up, JT? JT had a good year. First year Fish the Twisted Cat with us, and he had a really good year.
He had a great championship. We caught that on ACA Live on the Water.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
You know, for those that don't know, Brian St. Alma had contacted me, I don't know, a month or so ago and said, let's do some of those on the water things, Brian's got a Starlink. Alex now has a Starlink. George Young has a Starlink, and I think a few other people are gonna start getting the Starlinks, and we use those because the connection with cell phones is so iffy, on the water. And we put together the those Live on the Waters. They seem to be real popular, Alex.
Yeah, no, it's been fun since that first time we did it and put Brian and Coy kind of in their place after they were talking all that smack down in Memphis.
Yeah, well, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
It's that dead air that drives me crazy.
Well, we didn't have a lot of dead air, I don't think. We didn't have much dead air, I don't think, that day.
No, not that day.
No.
The last event we had, there was a lot of dead air. It was raining. Everybody was miserable.
Yeah,
they were catching some dinks, but it turned out to be a great day. Kevin Parks and John Jameson won your championship, right?
Yeah, and the points. So they were back down a few points behind Mike Keel, and then Jason Hamilton also jumped up in second. So it was a tight race. I'll get that pulled up too, but really good year for the points. So excited to do that again in 24, similar with 10 or so events, and then taking the Anglers' best 4 events for the year to get invited to the championship.
Are you seeing the chat, Alex? By the way, I mean, Brian just chimed in here, and
I didn't. Oh yeah, I remember one-on-one Alex Nagy. Oh yeah, so I'm calling Brian out to the Red River here soon, probably in the next few weeks.
Well, that and Steve Henderson goes with you too, right?
I don't think Steve will go down there. I mean, we can see if he'll want to go, but I'm sure he knows better.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think he's going to go now. So, Twisted Cat's got a heck of a season coming up, Alex.
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at the chat there. No, it's like I said, it's starting soon, so we got to get rolling. Registration is currently open right now. I think Lake of the Ozarks has 6 boats already. Pretty much everything about 24 will be very similar to 23. Some new locations, $300 entry fee, 100% payback. But we're doing 100 boat cap. So once we hit 100, we're gonna cut it off. We were talking about the payout, and that's going to be a pretty crazy payout. If we get to 100 boats.
So are all Twisted Cat events for 2024 capped at 100 boats?
Yes, all Twisted Cat events are 100 boats. So we start December 30th, Lake of the Ozarks. February 3rd, Grand Lake of the Cherokees in Grove, Oklahoma. March 2nd will be Alton, Illinois, Mississippi River. May 4th will be in Kansas at Milford Lake. July 6th will be Perryville, Mississippi River. August 3rd, Muscatine, Iowa, Mississippi River. And then another one we just added tonight, August 17th, St. Joe, Missouri, the Missouri River. September 21st, Burlington, Iowa, Mississippi River. October 5th, New Madrid, Missouri, Mississippi River. And actually working on 2 to 3 more that should have by this week, plus the championship. So what's up, Ronnie?
Yeah. And every single Twisted Cat event is now open to register, right?
All of them are open for registration. Yep. You just go on the twistedcatoutdoors.com. Let's see if I can.
Oh. We talked about a little bit of a contest here, Alex, didn't we?
Yeah, we can do it. There's the website. You'll go to twistedcatoutdoors.com. Right here on the home page, you've got, the 2024 points race calculations, and explains, first place 200, second place 199, and so on. If it's a no way, you get 100 points, DQ 0, and then to qualify for the championship, we'll take the angler's best 4 finishes. Each descending placement drops 1 point value. 2024 points winners calculated best on top 4 finishes plus championship. So you got some pictures here. That's a good one of New Madrid, our fish tank for the kids. But then up here you go to registration, scroll down, and then you've got Lake of the Ozarks, Grand Lake of the Cherokees, Alton, Milford Lake. Really pumped about Milford Lake. Pumped about all of them, but some of these new venues like Perryville, Missouri, just between on the other side of the river from Chester on the Mississippi River, about 10 minutes from the river, but it is going to be an exceptional. If you can see that picture there, we're going to weigh in on the square during their car show, July 6th. It's going to be so much fun. A lot of these events we've kind of transitioned and moved to where we can do the weigh-in kind of in an off-site with fish haulers to really draw the crowds. That's something new and exciting. Muscatine, Iowa in August. St. Joe is going to be a big daytime tournament, August 17th. Working with Craig Collins on that. So big shout out to Craig Collins. Burlington, Iowa, September 21st. Of course, the first weekend of every October, we're going to go be at the New Madrid, Missouri Fall Festival. I think that tournament's been going on for at least 15 years, Glenn, maybe longer, well before I was in the sport. Before, trying to think, maybe it's even closer to 20 years. But
so Twisted Cat is a continuation of the event, the legacy of the event.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you just come to Lake of the Ozarks, click it. It'll pull up this page. You've got about the tournament, registration, rules, hotels and accommodations, and then live results. So if this tournament was happening or you wanted to figure out what, how it went, you can click on live results. It'll show you the results. Scroll down at the bottom, and then you just hit register a new team.
Yeah. Now, Philip Brown asked, where can you find out who's entered in what tournaments?
So just like this, Phil. So
yeah, this registration page. Yeah, this registration page will show you.
You just click view currently registered teams. So you got Craig Norris, Aaron Henderson, Cody Thompson, Brandon Schatt, Dylan Lawson, Chris Brinegar. So you got 6 teams right there. So that's how you find out who's registered so far. So this is where Charles Blair will go before a tournament, before he registers, just to say, well, for a tournament like this, Charles will probably sign up because he'll know he'll get at least a top 10 finish. So this is how Charles usually looks for if he's in an official tournament or not.
And the fur begins to fly.
And then you just scroll down, like I said, Grand Lake, Alton, Milford, Perryville. Then you can click rules, list of rules, contact, about, all that fun stuff. And then you can even shop, which we got to update the shop a little bit, but got some hats.
Yeah, you got some great merchandise, Alex.
Yeah. Which this is what I represent right here, Illinois. So, But yeah, that's the website. And again, if you have any questions at all, call us, text us, email, whatever. Like I said, we're excited to get this year rolling. 2024.
Yeah. Now, Alex and I were talking before going live, and you can see a couple of things in front of me. This is the new Rig Wrap Max Lite Ultra and the Rig Wrap Max Lite Mini. And the next person, Alex, watch your email. The next person that registers for a Twisted Cat event, doesn't matter what event, gets these free.
Those are nice.
Yeah, you know, and I remember when you came out with those, I'm like, yeah, I don't need no lights like that, but I used them, and that little square, the Max Lite Mini or whatever, that's got a magnet.
Yeah, it's got a magnet on the back. It's got everything on it. It's got a little kickstand on it too, that you can just kind of set it up.
Whatever you're wearing, and
so we were hooking it to our jacket in the mornings, and then just clicking on and off. So it's
I keep one on my keychain. It's got a bottle opener on it. It's got a little screw-in piece on the bottom. You can put it on a tripod.
I didn't know about the bottle opener, Glenn.
Yeah. And it's a waterproof aluminum housing, and it's like 500 lumens. I mean, this sucker is bright. It's got multiple settings.
That turns nighttime, Glenn, in the daytime.
It really does. I mean, it's incredible how much light this little thing throws off. This one's 1,000 lumens. This is the headset. This is the Max Lite headset.
That one's nice too because it's so lightweight.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Brian St. Alma has one of these. I'll tell you a funny story. I was talking to Brian the other day. He says, mine's broken. I said, what do you mean it's broken? He said, it keeps going on and off. I said, well, Brian, you probably have the side motion on-off sensor. See this?
Oh.
It's got a motion sensor on the side. So if your hands are full of, dirt or whatever, yeah, I know. But, your hands are full of dirt or whatever, you don't have to touch it. It just goes on and off. It's pretty cool. And out of curiosity, I took one not too long ago. I filled up the kitchen sink and put the thing underwater for 4 hours. Works like a champ. So, anyways, Alex, so the first person that signs up for your next event gets one of each. So you got to let me know who it is.
Looks like it's Doug Evans.
Doug Evans?
Yep.
You sure?
717.
Well, your call. I'm just going to mail the price.
Doug, I don't even know that Doug's watching. He probably didn't even know. Let's see if he's on there. Yeah, so Doug he's paid for a couple. So he's getting fired up. He's already texted me. He said, can you talk? I said, not right now, but.
So tell me or tell everybody about the next event coming up on Lake of the Ozarks. What's this all about? You going to have like any kind of like New Year's celebration there?
So it's out of Alahana Resort, which is also home of the Blue Cat Lounge, which anybody that watches Netflix or ever heard of the show Ozark, they actually have the sign from the Blue Cat Lounge from the set, and they actually just got that set up. But real nice place. They just did a big bass tournament. They do a big bass tournament in the fall and the spring. And I used to do tournaments on Lake of the Ozarks, but it was just always rough. We'd go there in April or October, and it was 75, and there's a lot of pleasure boaters on the big end. So Lake of the Ozarks is a really big lake. You kind of have the river section, and then you have the big end. So I believe, talking from a lot of anglers, Boomer Wilson used to fish the big end a lot in the winter and catch a lot of good fish. So I think we're going to see a lot of good fish. It'll be a 5-fish limit, 2 overs, 3 unders, and then nothing in the slot. There's a slot at Lake of the Ozarks, but it's one of those kind of
people
like
catching primarily on Lake of the Ozarks. Channels, blues, flatheads,
blue cats.
Nice.
So usually we're anywhere between like 75 and 90 pounds for a winning bag. I think in the winter, I think we'll see some bigger bags than that. But it's a fun tournament. You know, what's fun about it is, especially New Year's Eve weekend, you can take your family. There's a ton of stuff to do. They've got the strip that's got all like stuff for kids, restaurants. We went to, what was it called? The Monkey. We went to this thing and Rhett was climbing like 3 stories high, and they put the
harness on you.
Harness on you,
like
and
4 stories high, and you climb all these jungle gyms. Alex wasn't a fan.
I am not good with heights, but that's another story. But Rhett loved it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things you can do. And once you get there as an angler, you drop your boat in, unhook your trailer, and then you're good to go. So you leave your boat in a covered slip with power. You can walk to your room, walk to the restaurant. Everything is right there. You really don't have to even leave. But if you want to leave, you can take your vehicle in town. And there's a ton of stuff to do there. The fishing is exceptional. You're going to catch a ton of fish. And then if you wanted to go to another restaurant, you can boat over to another cove and go to another restaurant. So very fun. I'm really excited about it. I expect it to be a big turnout. Really do. So that's going to kick off.
Capped at 102, right?
Capped at 102. And then, like I said, a lot of people are spending, coming there Wednesday, Thursday, and staying through to Monday. So New Year's Eve falls on Sunday, the day after the tournament.
Sunday night is New Year's Eve?
Sunday night. So a lot of people are staying through the weekend, kind of making it kind of a weekend getaway. So average temp.
People are gonna to welcome in 2024 a little twisted.
100%. I'm smiling for you, Phil. So yeah, no, hopefully I see a lot of y'all at Lake of the Ozarks. It's been 2-3 years. Yeah, 3 years. Last time we were at the Lake of the Ozarks, we did our championship. So
I'll tell you what, in most of these tournaments, it's the fellowship. It's getting together with everybody that is equally as fun as fishing the event itself. It's such a great time, and especially this being New Year's Eve weekend. It sounds like a fantastic place to be able to just party and spend time with friends.
Yeah, they even got an inside. They have a nice heated building so they'll have a big pool for your kids to get in and hang out, hot tub. Like I said, it's the full.
It's a great family weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I think Brian and Coy are coming up.
Well, Brian's a big kid. He'll have a good time.
Yeah. We'll have to do some kind of bet there where he's got to jump in the pool or something.
I want to see him like climb the rock wall.
Well, there are some like big, serious rock walls there on the lake. I don't know. I'd recommend that.
Well, the one with the one you're talking about with Red. I mean, a safety line. I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Yeah. Oh, Sterling, I don't want to do with you.
Philip says,
yeah, so that's the lake. The lake will be fun, and then we're going to go to February and go to Grove, Oklahoma, Grand Lake of the Cherokees. And we spent a day on Grand Lake. That's a nice lake too. Beautiful
your championship lake. Now, first place won how much?
15. Well, they won 15,000, and then for Angler of the Year they won a set of power pole blades. So they had a good day.
Yeah, real. Did they have big fish?
No. Second place, JT Ray and his son Justin, and they had big fish like 10.8 or 10.9.
We were live on the water when they tripled up.
Yeah. Yeah, they got 7,500 for second, and then 500.
Yeah, they took $8,000 home for second place in big fish.
That's great. That's
Their
great.
big fish was 10.98.
Yeah, 10.98 big fish.
I got a free steak dinner out of that deal, right, Alex?
Yeah.
That's the most expensive tournament I've ever been at.
Alex and I had a bet. I bet that first place was going to be under 60 pounds, and Alex kind of laughed at me. He says, "I'll take that bet. I'll bet you a steak dinner."
He took too many bets that tournament.
Yep. I bet Joe Lunsford a lot of money, and I bet who else? Mike
Yeah,
Keel.
you did not have you did not have a good weekend.
No.
Well, sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you.
That'll happen.
Liz is a little upset because you took away her beer money.
Yeah.
You lost it all. So
that's all right.
Hey, we announced the Hall of Fame nominees today with the ACA.
Yeah, go over those.
Those that don't know how it all works is that the ACA has an advisory committee, and we have several Hall of Fame members already. So every year we send out a nomination worksheet, and we ask the advisory committee and the Hall of Famers to nominate 2 individuals that they think have merit that should be considered for the ACA Hall of Fame. So we got a list back from some, not all, but from some. There was a deadline at the end of October. And this year's nominees, and congratulations to the nominees, are Rob Benefield, Jeff Dodd, Donnie and Lonnie Fountain, Steve Henderson, Casey Nelms. I wonder if anybody know who Casey Nelms is. Kevin Parks, James Patterson, Larry Spillers, Doug Stange. There's another question. Who knows who Doug Stange is? Aaron Wheatley and George Young Jr. So who knows who Casey Nelms is?
I do.
Yeah, that's because I told you.
I heard the name before.
Casey Nelms, for those that don't know. And by the way, if you go over to the ACA Facebook page, you can click on the link to the Hall of Fame page, and it gives you an explanation, kind of a little background on each of the individuals, and it's open to the entire catfish community to vote on. So you can vote on 2 of the nominees, and those the 2 that get the most votes will be inducted into the 2023-2024 ACA Hall of Fame. But Casey Nelms in the 80s invented something that you all use. He was the creator of the Santee Cooper rig. And I think that alone has a lot of merit. I mean, everybody uses it, right? Doug Stange is the editor-in-chief of In Fisherman magazine. And over the years, Doug and his crew have done such a great job promoting the sport of catfishing. So, there's some names on there that you certainly will recognize and some names you may not. And we encourage everybody to head on over to the ACA Facebook page, click on the link, head over to the Hall of Fame page. Read up on these individuals. They've all accomplished some great things, and cast your vote.
Nathan said grew up watching Doug on In Fisherman.
Yeah. Yeah, great guy. Has done a lot for catfishing. No, Philip, you didn't make the list this time around. But hey, there's always next year. Oh, that's the other thing too, is where every 3 years we induct a legacy member, and this year it's going to be Ken Freeman. Ken passed away several years ago, and as many of you know, Ken was very instrumental in creating a catfish series that kind of set the tone for many of the trails you see today.
Ken was actually, he was the one that was doing New Madrid. And then when he had passed away, the city contacted me to take that over. And that's been probably 5 years now, I think.
Yeah, I know. I knew Ken actually pretty good. He was. I actually with Rig Wrap started sponsoring Ken's Trail. First year Rig Wrap came out. That was 2011. So he's a good guy. He really, really was a good guy. So, anyways, hats off to all the nominees. You know, if you want to vote, we certainly encourage you to read the instructions of how to, and cast your vote. Good bunch of folks, all deserving. I wish they could all get in, but it's just the top two. The top two that get the most votes are the ones that are inducted in. And we're working on, and I think I showed it to you last week, Alex. We've been saying this, and we're waiting for Bass Pro to give us the nod. But the Hall of Fame, the ACA Hall of Fame, will eventually, we're hoping sooner rather than later, be in the Bass Pro Pyramid in Memphis.
Yeah, that's cool. That'll be awesome.
And we designed this kind of cool cabinet that we'll start it off with. And you know what we're going to do is we want to actually get a lot of the catfish community involved in creating this. What we're proposing, at least to start with, is a real big cabinet. If you've ever been into the Bass Pro Pyramid, there's a big cabinet featuring Bill Dance near the entrance, and across from Bill's cabinet, we're hoping that the ACA Hall of Fame goes. I talked to Brian St. Alma. If those that haven't seen it, Brian St. Alma and Coy Sneed have created this line of product called Dragon Master, and great innovations. And Brian made this what do you want to call it? Habitat that is just outstanding. Yeah. And I asked Brian if he could do the same thing for inside that. We want to put a mount, a blue cap mount, a flathead mount, a channel mount, and explain a little bit about the species. And we'll have a TV in there, and we'll be, showing highlights from tournaments, and we'll have a list of all the Tournament Alliance events that go on every year in there, and some of the winners of the Alliance events at different divisions. We'll change that out every year. And we really want to make it a showcase for the catfishing community, so that, it's a permanent fixture there. And every year we can kind of change it up and highlight those folks that deserve, deserve recognition. Good idea.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be cool to see that.
So, anyways,
Phil says, "Oh man, I didn't make the list again."
What's that?
Phil Brown said, "Oh man, I didn't make the list again."
Yeah, I saw that. I told him there's always next year. I heard Liz's name mentioned a couple of times, but she didn't make the list either.
You know what she did? She actually did a tournament this weekend, and I think she my weight wasn't up to par, so I don't know if she kind of was lifting up on the bucket, but she did. Craig Norris put together the Missouri River Catfish Classic, and used a couple different ramps on the Missouri River. So we went down and took Rhett, one of his friends, and I had Donald Moore and Nate Moore jump in the boat with me, and we fished. And Liz ran the tournament, did a little live, and weighed all the fish, and printed out a thing.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah, so she did good, and she might be kicking me out of the way, and maybe I
send him fishing. He needs a little get back in the game of fishing.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Or at least he needs me in the boat.
I'll admit there, yeah.
Well, when we did that live on the water, and it was, who was it? It was you, Liz, and Charlie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, Liz was the one hooking up most. Yes?
think so.
Well, I wasn't even fishing for the most
Yeah.
part. I was
We had been
measuring.
busy baiting our hooks. Yeah, and
Yeah.
measuring the fish.
Yeah. So
Do you remember Charlie's meltdown?
Which one?
was he?
The third one?
Do I? I mean, I can go back and find it.
I need to download that video from that and play
a
some
bunch of different
funny
clips
clips. I'll tell you
together.
what. I'm gonna work
Yeah,
on that.
I have that live on the water is.
You see what he said, Glenn? You know what I want to see is you hook up on a fish of a lifetime again and watch you shake before you lose it. I'll never forget that because that line, it was like right here in my face, and all I seen is just line screaming out, and you were just open spool, just staring at it, like, what do I do? What do I do?
No, come on, that's not true.
No,
You're
that's
talking
exactly
about that fish that I lost in Vicksburg. Are we
a
going to
couple
go
years ago.
there?
That's exactly how it happened.
Are we going to go there?
No, I just was saying.
I
Charlie
think
brought
he
it
is.
up.
Oh, well, of course, Charlie brought it up. Charlie always brings it up. The bottom line is that we were bumping and I was way out, and I had very little line left on my reel, and I hooked up on something that seemed to be sizable, and it started running, and it started
sizable.
Pardon me?
It was good. It was a good fish.
Yeah, no, it seemed like it was a great fish, and it started to run, and I didn't have much line, left. So I was looking down at my reel and making the adjustment to the drag, and I went a little bit too far and boop, and lost the fish. So I wasn't shaking. I wasn't, panicked.
Hold on. Do that again, and I got to record that. You did a little bit too far and went boop.
Well, the line broke. It snapped. And then all of a sudden the noise from those others on the boat started to be a little overwhelming.
I was sick to my stomach, to be honest.
Yeah, but so that's what happened.
You know what? We were fishing that. What time of year was that? October?
No.
September.
Yeah, that was just after MRM, late September.
Yeah, right after Memphis, we went down straight down to Vicksburg.
Yep, it was
That
you,
was a
me,
fun couple
Charles, and George. Yep.
That's a crew. Will that crew ever get back together?
Sure, why not? It was a good day in the water. It was a lot of fun. Charlie was the first day we were out there, Charlie was loading up the boat. I don't care what Charlie says about me or whatever.
Here we go. Ryan, are you listening to this? All you're going to do is make Charles' head so big he won't be able to walk in the doorway. They told me you were shaking and couldn't speak.
Yeah, I just saw that. Okay. All right, you guys want to bust on me? That's okay. You can make up the stories all you want. I've been fishing all my life. I don't shake. I don't become speechless. You catch them, you lose them, you move on.
Coy's talking about Charlie just like what we did. We put him on the fish. So Charlie is good. When you put him on the fish, he's going to catch him. Just like Coy said.
Yeah, and quite frankly, George was pretty much manning the trolling motor and putting us on the fish. But it was Charlie. It's
getting deep in here tonight.
But it was Charlie that was catching the fish. Come on, it is what it is. Charlie was absolutely spanking everybody on the boat that day.
Well, he gets his one day. Wow. He can have his one day.
Wow.
But he was.
I bet he just fell back in his chair because I know he's sitting in his computer chair, and I guarantee he just flipped back.
Well,
yeah, okay, Sterling, get your boots on. Coy probably just shut the live feed off. If you're still there, I don't know what you're even listening to.
No, look you got to give credit where credit is due. It's as simple as that. Charlie was catching fish. Now, is Charlie a pain in the butt? Yeah. You know, does he make a mountain out of a molehill? Yeah. But he was catching fish. And does he embellish on stories to the point of total distortion? Yes. So, shaking my butt. Wasn't shaking. I was about to get spooled.
I just know that it was a good fish, and like being within a foot of watching that reel just like unwind, and you stare at it like you've never seen, like you didn't know what was going on. Like you were in shock. Like you just.
Where are you getting? I was staring at the reel. I was in shock. I'm looking at the reel, trying to adjust the damn drag. That was it. I don't know where the shaking comes from, where the shock comes from, looking at the reel. Oh, there's the drag. Okay. You know, you got to remember, when I fish offshore here, I'm fishing with a totally different setup. So I'm not used to the smaller reels and that kind of setup. Not that I haven't fished with them, I'm just not used to them.
Small. Oh, so that's why you're not used to probably catching fish where it takes line like that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's it, Alex. Yeah, okay. Thanks for inviting me on tonight just to bust my chops.
Nolan says schooled or spooled?
A little bit of both, Nolan. Admittedly, you know, a little bit of both. Schooled and spooled. Or spooled and schooled.
Excuses. Cool. Oh my.
Take a commercial break and take a deep breath.
So back to the live on the water stuff. That is fun, and it's really starting to kind of grow. And like I said, we've done it.
Yeah.
Four Twisted Cat tournaments now.
We've done we've done 4. Have we done 4? I think we've done 4. 4 live on the water. They've all been Twisted Cat events. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
So what about like New Year's Eve weekend? You got nothing going on, right?
You're gonna do this to me again, right?
Well, yeah, no,
I will make time on Saturday to do another live on the water. No problem. Love to do it.
This Saturday.
What do you mean this Saturday?
Oh, I thought you said this Saturday. I'm like, I don't think I'm going anywhere this Saturday.
No. On Saturday.
December 30th.
Yeah. So we'll get a few to join us live. That'll be fun. And
well, Brian's going to be there, so he'll have his Starlink. You've got your Starlink. We need. What's the cell phone connection like up there?
Amazing. So it'll be good.
Oh, so we can get a few. Can we get 4?
I'd love to have JT on there and just watch him drive on the lake, because then we'll be able to see all the nice houses and stuff as he's driving around.
JT and his son again?
Yeah, but at least there's some fuel stops for him, because
he did. He was all over the place.
Yeah, I want to do just like a clip of JT just driving and driving.
Yeah,
he went from Keystone on live. All he was doing is driving to the championship. All he was doing was fishing. So look at where he placed at Keystone. Look at where he placed in the championship.
Justin was chasing
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, I think that, we do enough of these live on the waters. We could probably get a really good bunch of clips to put together, like at the end of the year, kind of like a blooper reel.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, if Brandon Martin ever plays the blooper reel of the videos he's been doing over the years of me trying to give my interviews.
That'd be amazing. That'd be
wow.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So as the technology allows us to do this stuff, I mean, I'm game. I mean, I sit here, we connect up and we have some fun with it. And the trash talk going back and forth sometimes really gets going, pretty good. Other times it's like dead air. If you guys ever do dead air with me, I'm gonna shoot you.
Well, I don't try to ever let it be dead air, but I'm also setting up and I got to feed the team breakfast.
Yeah, the last event was tough because the weather was lousy. You know, nobody was really catching what they wanted to catch. Brian, St. Alma, they had this jury rigged, tarp up so they didn't get wet, in the cockpit of their boat. So I mean, nobody was, Nooner was with them last time. I was really expecting to hear some great lines out of Nooner, but he was pretty quiet.
You get Nooner away from the Mississippi River, he just shuts down. Can't get him to talk or nothing.
Whoa. Here we go again.
Say that out loud.
Here we go again.
Uh-oh.
Here we go again. Somebody get a hold of Nooner. Let him know he's getting thrown under the bus.
Oh my. So we're not waiting until New Year's Eve weekend to do this live on the water. Because me and Brian are for sure doing a live on the water on the Red River.
Is that going to be before New Year's?
Oh yeah, I'm talking the next few weeks.
Well, yeah, but you got to get Henderson out there too. I'm sorry, that's got to happen.
You know what he'll say? He's going to be hunting.
Yeah, I don't care what he says. I don't care what he says. He's got to be part of it. Who would he partner up with?
Probably nobody.
What do you mean?
He better be good or he's going to be hurting.
So you guys are talking. Wait a minute. Let me understand. So you guys are talking about going out there solo or on the same boat?
No, definitely not on the same boat.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just asking a question. So you're going to go out solo?
So we can have people in the boat. That's fine. But it's mainly I'm calling out Brian. I'm calling him out right now.
So my question is that are you calling Brian out as yourself and another person, a team member? Or are you calling Brian out as an individual so nobody else on that boat can fish except for you and Brian?
I think you would take him on solo.
I mean, could Liz fish with you and that counts? Can Coy fish with you?
Wow, did you just hear what Liz said?
Well, I think that's what you're wanting to do. You just...
What did Liz say?
She said
he'll take up a team solo.
Hold on. She's talking that I'm going to take on people by myself with it. She says that I'll take on Brian and whoever he wants in the boat. I never said that. That's what she's saying, Brian. So don't think that I'm saying that stuff.
And here comes more fur flying. All right. So explain it to me. So explain it to everybody. Is this going to be a team against team or individual against individual?
It can be Liz can be in the boat or whoever, but I'm going to be the captain of my boat and Brian's going to be the captain of his boat. And if we can find another boat or two to come, that's fine.
Well, wait a minute. But you called out Brian. Okay. And you called out Henderson. So does that mean that it's you against Brian, against Steve Henderson, and other people can be on the boat, but it's what you bring in?
I'm just calling out Brian. So if Brian wants to bring Coy to have Coy the net man or whatever, that's fine. I know Nooner won't show up, so.
Wow, Nooner, there you go again. How's that bus, buddy? So, okay.
I'm just firing shots back because Nooner fired some shots a couple days ago at me in text messages.
Brian just said, tell him why you called him out.
I really don't know. I just heard it.
Nooner wants to know what you're talking about.
Nooner knows what I'm talking about. I just am calling Brian out because I think that the Memphis tournament was a little rough one. We got into some fish and, I just want to kind of go. He likes to drag. It's a dragging game down there. So we're going to go drag some baits and see what happens.
All right. So this this
JT, I never
call
said
out,
that.
this call out stems from former trash talk, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I never said that, JT.
You said he gets a little quiet.
I said he gets quiet when he leaves the Mississippi River.
Wow.
That's all I said.
JT,
I never said he can't fish.
JT stirred the pot a little bit too.
He's got a big spoon going.
Yeah, all I said, JT just driving in circles on the lake right now.
Wait a minute. Henderson just chimed in here. Put that up there, Alex.
Oh my, this is getting deep. We're getting way off subject. All I'm saying is, if Steve wants some, he can. But I'm calling out Brian, just to me and him down on the Red River.
Rookies scare you. For those that don't know, all right, hear this. Okay, you guys threw me under the bus. I'm going to throw you under the bus. Alex kind of went one-on-one with Steve Henderson. Now, Steve Henderson has been fishing tournaments for a few years now, and he's, heck of a bass fisherman, but catfishing's kind of new to him. And when I say new, he's very good at what he does. Anyways, he absolutely annihilated Alex on the water. Annihilated him.
How do you even know? Nobody even was there. The student
became the teacher.
The difference, though, Glenn, is we weren't live on the water, and you really don't know what happened. You know what I mean? You don't realize it.
Steve Henderson's a pretty stand-up guy. He says it like it is. He says it like it is. So, when he told me about this, I think he had a few pictures he showed me as well. Yeah. Admit it, Alex. You were schooled.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do round 2 and really see in person on live.
I think Steve, if you're still watching, Alex is saying your excuse is going to be that you're going to be out hunting. So there's going to have to be a Saturday that you're going to need to make available to fish against Alex and Brian St. Alma. Are you in for that? Steve, respond, please. Because we're going to go live on the water with this, and I think we're going to get the biggest audience yet for the ACA Live on the Water for this event. What do you think? Just Alex later on.
Just Alex.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
No, it's Alex against Brian against you, Steve. It's the three of you on the Red River.
Yeah. See, when he gets nervous, he starts texting weird, like saying weird stuff, like just Alex later on. Like he just ran off or what?
I don't know. Maybe he's a little frightened. Maybe he's intimidated. I don't know. I don't think he would be, but maybe he is. I don't know.
Yeah, JT,
anyway,
it was a lot nicer than that, by the way. So no, we'll do and if a few other boats want to show up, you know what I mean, I'll do an actual call out on Facebook, and I'll call Brian out, and we'll meet at the Red River, and we'll go. I don't know if you just want to do total fish, Brian, or your biggest 3 or whatever, but and
so
then you
at the end of the day, what is it? Just bragging rights?
mainly bragging rights, which is a big deal, huge deal.
I'm not suggesting it's not. I'm just
dinner.
I don't know.
I'd say bragging rights. The loser buys dinner. I'm 100% into that.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean that's bragging. Big. That's a big deal. Getting beat on live.
I get the bragging
Brian,
rights. I get the bragging rights, but I mean, dinner's cool. I mean, that's fine. You might have a lot of dinners to buy, Alex.
I've got a few to buy. Nathan, come on, dude.
November 25th.
Yikes.
November 25th.
What's the day?
Hold on, I can see.
That's a Saturday.
Oh, Nathan's got a good one. Loser puts on a dress for the next tournament.
That's scary. I don't want anyone to lose then.
I don't know. I want to see Brian in a dress,
Scary.
but I definitely could put Brian and Steve Henderson in a dress same day. Nooner, don't worry. You won't be going down there. So, yeah, I'm cool with that. Brian said dinner downtown Natchitoches. They got some good food downtown.
Okay. Well, we could pop in, we could do a live at the restaurant, as a follow-up to Live on the Water.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna have to create a portable studio. I mean, you guys got me sitting here for 3-4 hours on Saturday mornings, with the Live on the Water, and then I got to wait around and go to, dinner show.
It's going to probably have to be a little bit more than 4 hours. Can we do 6? Maybe 2 segments?
We can do whatever you want. I may take a break. I may take a break and go away for a couple hours, but yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Why would you go away for a few hours?
You know what it's like sitting here for 3-4 hours?
Probably a lot of fun.
Well, it's enjoyable to see you guys, going at it. I mean, I'm a little envious because I'd rather be fishing than sitting here. That's the other thing too, Alex, that we should talk about is you came up with a concept, and it's see in that scenario, being at the events at like kind of a commentary table, so you could bring in anglers and talk to them, and that type of thing would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, we'll grow on it, but I mean, I think that, the call out is something fun, and there's nothing better than calling out your friends.
Yeah.
And a one-on-one.
And that's the bottom line to all this. It's, the catfishing community is a tight knit bunch of great folks. And, doing something like this is so much fun, and getting the trash talk going. And, I always tell people, if I'm not busting on you, I don't like you.
Oh, that's 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So I think
if I'm not joking with you, then yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have a lot of fun with it, and I enjoy doing it. So, yeah, Nathan, I got to get out there and fish more. In fact, I was speaking with my business partner, Steve Miller. And for those that don't know, for last several years, I've been working with George on the MRM events, which I'm no longer doing. And I told Steve, I said, since I'm not, tied up with these events, we got to get a boat, and as the ACA go out and fish some of these events too. So we're talking about that possibly. We just have to save our pennies to get ourselves a boat and a truck to pull it around. Not sure where we keep it. I'm way down here in Florida. That's a long trip no matter where I go.
That is.
But
yeah, so what do you think?
Maybe CR can make us a sweetheart of a deal.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Speaking about CR and a sweetheart of a deal, the ACA giveaway boat has started.
Yes, it has.
Yep.
You get a picture of it, the kind of concept of it?
I do, but it would take me a bit to try to bring it up, and I don't think I have it on this computer. But just to give you an idea, this thing is going to be loaded up, big time loaded up. It's got a set of power poles on it. It's got a live scope on it. It's got Monster Marine lithium batteries on it. It's got mossy oak. It's going to have sea deck on it. What else we got going on that boat? I mean, there are so many added prizes and features going on this boat. It's going to be incredible. Yeah. And, hats off to Sea Arc and Suzuki and Marine Master Trailer. Gatorback, who makes these bunk systems for trailers, puts these bunk covers on it, and they're going to have LEDs on them. I mean, this boat's going to be tricked out, man. This is going to be really, really cool. And we're really looking forward to giving it away. Last year's boat, we gave away into a family down in I think they're in Georgia, northern Florida. Couldn't go to a better bunch of folks. Absolutely love the boat. And what are you wearing? What'd you just put on?
His hat's for Brian and Charlie.
A hat for Brian and Charlie. Wow.
I'll be wearing that on the Red River.
And it continues. Anyways, you want a chance to win the boat, head on over to jointheaca.com, become a member of the ACA. That gives you a chance to win any ACA Terminal Alliance event you fish. You get another chance to win. Or you can go head on over to acawinaboat.com and get your entries there as well. So good luck to everybody. This is going to be a heck of a boat. And again, thanks to CR Suzuki, Marine Master, and so many of the other sponsors that have stepped up. If you go to ACA Win a Boat, you're going to see the whole list of stuff, all the specs on the boat. Really cool. The video that's on there, that's just a basic boat. This one's going to be really, really, dressed to the nines. So,
yeah, it'll look good.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. So head on over there and check that out. We really appreciate everybody's support. Conservation-wise, we had a great win up in Kentucky recently, Alex.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. We're real thrilled with that outcome. Still a little bit more to do, but so many people have put in so much effort, up there and really throughout the country and so many other states. But hats off to everybody up in Kentucky for all the work they've done throughout the years. We went up there and we were more or less the icing on the cake. They mixed it, they baked it, they set it all up, and we went up there and put our 2 cents in, and hopefully it helped. But great stuff. So conservation is certainly beginning to take hold, and states are beginning to listen. And I think you're more and more, you're going to start to see regulations start to be changed and protecting these great catfish. We're going to try to change regulations so people like Charlie are limited to what they can fish for.
Yeah.
People like Charlie Blair, they just should not be allowed on the water more than once or twice a week or a month or maybe a year.
Oh,
what do you think?
I'm just waiting for him. He's living it up right now, drinking Dr. Pepper.
I know. I see him there. I see him. He's made some comments. I'm just playing right in his arms.
Nooner got quiet again. That's weird.
Yeah, Nooner's quiet. Brian's quiet. Charlie's saying, I will whoop you on the Red River.
I don't even know who he's talking to, but if he wants a piece, he can come down too.
He's saying you better be learning how to pull boards, son.
Yeah, I was pulling boards way before he was pulling boards, but that's another topic.
Nooner says, no, read the above comment. I can't scroll up that far, Nooner, so you want to duplicate it again.
Alex Nagy, me and you tomorrow on the Mississippi River in New Madrid. So he wants me to drive 6 hours.
Tuesday.
Hold on. He wants me to drive 6 hours from my house down to his backyard.
His backyard.
His backyard. He lives in Hayti, which is
right. Yeah, I know where it is. I've been there.
And then Wednesday, he wants to go to Wilson Lake.
Wow.
I would love to do that. I got to leave. Actually, I'll be going down to your neck of the woods here soon. I'm all in. Let's do it.
Where are you going?
Here soon, we'll do something like that, huh?
Where are you going to my neck of the woods?
Coming to see you.
That's a lot of BS, Alex. Last time you were down here in West Palm Beach, you never called me back. So screw you.
I did call you back.
You never, yeah, you called me back once. Oh, wow. Okay, Alex, call me back. Let me know what your schedule's the next day so I can meet up with you. Never heard from you.
That's not.
That's exactly what happened. So, anyway, so where are you coming back down here again? Where are you coming? Where are you going to?
Just flying down to see you.
Liz, where are you going? You going to like Okeechobee to visit your family or something? Don't you have family down here, Liz?
Yeah, in Okeechobee, but I'm not going, and he's not going to Okeechobee.
Where's he going?
Where are you going?
I'm going to Orlando.
Oh, Correct Craft?
Yep.
Well, you go see Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey and Donald
How far
Duck.
are you from Orlando?
If I get in a turnpike and I really punch it, I can be there in about 2 hours. They actually have a new what they call a Bright Line, and it runs from Miami to Orlando. It's a high-speed train service now. So it'll take me right to the Orlando airport.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not cheap. Round trip is like $190. Rather get on a plane. Yeah, Ivan, I
Rusty
think
missed a lot. Rusty's gonna have to go back and watch the show.
Rusty, there has not been a good word. It's all been trash talk all night.
Not really. We've talked about a lot of things. ACA Hall of Fame, the 2024 season.
Yeah.
All I did is I literally said one thing that I was going to call out Brian St. Elma, and then it just went downhill. Then Charlie had to get all these other.
You didn't call out Brian St. Elma tonight. You've already called out Brian St. Elma and Steve Henderson for the Red River. I remember this. And we were talking about doing the live on the water. And my question is, does everybody like the live on the water stuff? I mean, if nobody likes it, we won't do it. But if people are liking it, we'll continue to do it.
I think that everyone likes it. And I think that as long as you have a JT on there driving around, you're going to have a lot of cool stuff to look at.
Yeah. I mean, JT gives the tour of every lake from one end to the other. Sponsored by Mobile Exxon.
Yeah, he really needs to look for a fuel sponsor this year.
Yeah, he needs one.
I wonder if he sold his boat. I know he was getting the Dynasty 2.0. He was trying to sell his boat championship after it weighed in. I asked him if he came with all the.
If you're still there, then let people know what you got for sale. What's the deal?
Ivan Allen.
Is there a Twisted Cat? Is there a Twisted Cat promo code?
One tournament, but you know what? That's one tournament that we will never forget.
Obviously,
like you didn't even have to be at Keystone Lake. As long as you watched the live feed, you got the entire view of the Keystone.
Yeah, we got a tour. I don't know. Lake of the Ozarks, that better not happen there. That's a big lake. We'll be on for a few days touring that lake. So what else, Alex? You dragged me on here for an hour. What do you got to say for yourself?
Let's see what Liz has to say.
Liz?
I just wish I was going to Florida this week.
You're going to, I thought you weren't going to Florida.
I wish I was.
You wish you were going to Florida this week.
Yeah.
Weather down here is beautiful.
I'm
low
sure
80s,
it is.
Low 80s, low humidity. Perfect. This is why people move to Florida from like October through like May. Perfect.
Rhett gets to go over Christmas break. He gets to go with my mom, and he's going to go visit my grandpa and go to Disney.
Nice.
So we'll have fun.
Well, Disney during the holidays is no fun.
No fun.
No, the lines get stupid. I mean, it's like, you go into What's this? JT, there you are.
Just cruising.
Was
It's
this
like he's talking to us now. Look at him.
Alex? Was this the first event?
Yeah, this was Keystone Lake.
Yeah.
I think he thought the point of this tournament was to see how many miles you could drive from one end to the other and back. Oh my. It was a great tour though, honestly.
Yeah. Boat. Hey,
Nice
if you're
weather.
looking for a boat, JT's got that boat for sale. It moves along pretty good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
most of the hours on the engine are at cruise speed.
Wait, but Doug Rice just chimed in here. 30 pounds for 15K? What is that? Got a Facebook user
got
said,
pretty
low humidity
excited
in
and-
Florida, question mark. You can grow moss on your butt in Florida. During the summertime, yeah, it gets hot. This time of year, absolutely beautiful. Doug.
Yeah, Doug made the
that.
championship and didn't make it to Washita, and it ended up being a Channel Cat deal. So
Oh, the
good
30
chance.
pounds, the 30 pounds. Okay, yeah. 30 pounds won at 29.8 pounds? Kevin Parks and John Jameson.
Yeah, what was it? 29. Yeah, just under 30.
Yeah, just under 30 pounds. Went home with 15 smackaroos. Feel sick.
15,000.
Doug, you got to talk to Steve because there's a call out on the Red River.
You're
Yep.
saying Steve needs somebody in the boat to help him?
No, I'm saying that Doug maybe needs to be on the boat to help Steve. He could be his net man.
So Steve needs a net man.
I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, Steve can bring anybody, not anybody, whatever Steve wants to do. You know, I'm just making suggestions. Boat is for sale. JT was told 3 or 4 more weeks for the new one. Just in time for Christmas, JT. Put a bow on it.
Well, we'll have to get that lined up, Glenn. It looks like possibly November 25th. Would that work for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your birthday's the 24th, but you might go down there with us, right?
Wait a minute. Liz's birthday is when?
The 24th.
Of November?
Yes.
A Thanksgiving baby.
Yeah. Some years.
Yeah. Cool. Kind of sucks when you got apple pie, pumpkin pie, and then a birthday cake. You got to smack, you got to eat too.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
goods.
But well, Alex, has been fun. Hey, let me remind everybody, head on over to the ACA Facebook page, click on that link, and go vote for this year's Hall of Fame nominees. Some great people on there. And if you haven't already, get over there and join the ACA. Join the ACA.com. You want to win a boat? Go to ACAwinaboat.com.
Good night, Facebook user. Hey, Glenn, I also personally want to thank you for everything you've done to help myself, the sport. I know Brian, we've talked about that too. And, doing the live stuff. I know that's not fun. You're in Florida and you're spending most of the day setting all this stuff up. So as much as I love to joke with you and give you crap, I really appreciate you helping. You've done a lot for me over the years. So thank you.
You do give me a lot of crap. That's for sure. But no, you're more than welcome. I consider you guys all very, near and dear friends, and I'm glad to help out. We do this, when we set out with the ACA, originally, it's for the catfish community, I've made a promise to the catfish community, which I will do my damnedest to uphold. But above and beyond that, helping you out, helping Brian out, helping anybody out, it's my pleasure, and thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Thanks, Glenn.
However, dealing with people like Liz and Charlie, that becomes questionable.
Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Nooner, there's people like Nooner that you have to deal with. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes not so fun. But no, there's some great folks out there, and you know what, something really great, Alex, is that when we started the ACA, there were a few people out there that were really throwing me and throwing the ACA under the bus, and truthfully, I've gotten to know a lot of these people, and we've become good friends, if not at the very least good acquaintances. And I enjoy that. And I enjoy the efforts that they make for the sport, and for conservation and regulation reform and so much. And it's great. It's just great seeing people coming together. That was the whole objective all along. Bring everybody together. And little by little, we're getting there. So.
Well, thanks again, Glenn. I appreciate it. Let's see. Ivan got his votes in the day. Jimmy asked any info on Perryville. Perryville is open. I just double checked it. I think it was actually on closed registration. So Perryville is not sold out. Doug Evans is signing up for some tournaments.
Yeah,
so
that's the other thing too, Alex. You got to let me know who the winner was.
Right there, Doug Evans.
He's
Evans. Trying to sign up, I think, for every tournament. He's already asking us Perryville's full. So Perryville, Missouri is just it's between, I'd say, Cape and St. Louis, right across the river from Chester, Missouri. Really good spot to fish. About 10 minutes from the Mississippi River on the Missouri side. Beautiful, nice, small town. We'll do the weigh-in on the square during their car show. So it'll be an awesome
yeah,
event.
It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Hey, Liz, nice job putting up the link. Cast your vote. Cast your vote for this year's Hall of Fame. Yeah. Yeah, so you got to get me his address, and we'll send him out a new Max Light Ultra headlamp and a Max Light Mini.
Yep.
You're going to love these. So congratulations, Alex, on your 2023 season, and I look forward to working with you and so many other great events for 2024 with the ACA Tournament Alliance. And again, special thanks to CARC and to so many others that have supported the ACA from its inception.
Yeah, no, it's crazy to think how far we've all become in the last 5-10 years as the sport grows and bigger sponsors are getting involved, and
it's amazing.
So many new anglers. I mean, just like JT and his son. I know I give JT a lot of crap, but he is him and his son had a great year. JT has had a lot of issues from going to Cape Girardeau, and when he filled his tank up, it was mostly water instead of gas. So then he had issues there. So most anglers can just have a bad attitude, but JT was cool. He's positive. We stopped at Cook's in Troy, Missouri to get a fuel pump for him, or fuel filter, and then he got another fuel filter and did the best he could to at least get on the water. I think they caught a good fish that day. So he's had a lot of ups and downs on just crazy things happening, but he always stayed positive, and that's what's fun is a lot of these anglers that are getting into the sport are positive and they have fun, and we can joke with them about driving around and showing us Keystone Lake, but it's like I said, 2023 was an exceptional year.
It's all good. It's all good. And I wish you luck for 2024 with Twisted Cat. It really was a great year, Alex. I mean, if folks are out there looking to fish tournaments, Twisted Cat is a great tournament trail to get involved with and to fish. It really is. And speaking from experience as far as knowing what's going on out there, knowing the tournament trails that exist, and there's a lot of great ones out there, don't get me wrong. But Alex and Twisted Cat really do a great job. So,
Well, it's also with the help of the sponsors, the anglers that fish it.
you got great sponsors, you got great anglers, and hey, you got me helping out every so often too. So
you do help out a lot. There's a lot of things that get done behind the scenes, and I talked to Craig about this, that he put on this tournament this past weekend, and understanding there's a lot of behind the scenes that you don't realize it goes on, like the registration today and making sure all that went good and set up, and the Liz staying up at night doing the paperwork, and having Tom Stoll's photography, and Seth and Randy helping, my parents, my son. There's just a lot of things that happen.
Yeah, I mean, and I try to say this every time, as far as anglers that are listening, that they pay their money, they show up, they fish a tournament, they have some food, they have some fun, and they go home. You don't realize what goes into putting on each and every one of these events. Here's Alex with a little bit of help from Liz, preparing for an entire season, for 2024, and you just don't have a clue what goes into that. So hats off, Alex, and a little bit of thanks to Liz.
Yeah. Like I said, so most of the events are out. We got a few events that we're finishing up, and then the championship. I wanted to have this out so much sooner, but it's like I said, I've already got some confirms for 2025, but just to find those places that make sense to put on and, get the permits and get with the cities and all that to make sure it's going to work, time of year, the date, there's no other dates and stuff that we have going on. It's tough. A lot of that. I mean, you can't see it here, but there's half this wall is big monthly calendars, and it's like full. So I'm trying to figure out
and it's all wrote for 2024 already.
Yeah.
Like cross the family vacation out and go tournament. Probably a bad idea.
Probably not.
Philip Brown wants to know where the 2024 championship is going to be.
He'll know soon enough, Bill.
Yeah, Alex and I were talking earlier today about another venue, another possibility. I won't say what it is. Alex said not to, so I won't. But I think it's a great idea, personally. I think it'd be a great place to have a tournament, and I think that most anglers would agree.
Yeah.
Another place, and I've said this, and I can say this, Alex. When I have the opportunity, I go to satellite mapping and I look around at all the rivers and I look at certain locations, because eventually the ACA wants to put on a national championship. And if I have my way, sooner rather than later. And I was looking at a site in Washington, D.C. along the Potomac. And I thought, what a great site that would be to do that, like a 4th of July weekend. Bring the family to Washington, D.C., go to the Smithsonian, go to the White House after this Jamork leaves. But, just what a great event that would be. And there's this great park and ramp on the Potomac. Unfortunately, it's like it's on the tail end of one of the runways at Reagan International. Anyways, just an idea.
It'd be a cool place.
Be a very cool place. Very, very cool place. If anybody gets any time, look up on the satellite maps. Look at the Potomac. Look at Washington, D.C. Follow the runway for the Reagan International to the end to the north, and you'll see the park and the ramp. Cool place.
I don't know what this Yankee talk's all about.
Yeah, I don't know what. I remember Jeff Dodd came up to me a year or so ago. He says, "You know what the difference between a Yankee and a damn Yankee is?" I said, "No, Jeff, I don't." He says, "A Yankee comes to visit. A damn Yankee stays."
Oh my, that's old Jeffy.
I'm a damn Yankee.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for being on our Monday Night Live podcast.
Thanks for the invite. It was fun. It was fun. I was kind of enjoying the back and forth a little bit. I think Henderson kind of wussed out a little bit. You know, he came in, said a little something, and then he left, just like that, just gone.
Yeah, it was quick. He's like Alex only later on.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
4 words.
I don't know what that was all about. If you find out, let us know.
Yeah,
but no, thank you. And Liz, I know that without you, nothing would go off as well as it does.
Oh goodness, I don't know about that.
Oh, I do. I do. Believe me, I've seen Alex in action, you know, with you and without you. And there's a huge difference.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome. It's like St. Elmo. I always tell St. Elmo, without his wife, he'd be living under a bridge.
That's 100% true.
Jennifer does. She does a lot. She's phenomenal. So, but
well, if anybody has any questions about the 24th season, shoot us a message. If you're watching this after Monday night and you put a comment, we'll answer that. And again, thanks again, Glenn, for being on. And the registration for 2024 is open.
For all events.
For all events.
We're all open.
And we got a few left to add, plus the championship. So get ready. It's going to be a big year.
Good luck for 2024, Alex. Good luck, everybody.
Thanks, Glenn. I appreciate it. Everybody, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of Monday night.
Yeah, I don't shake. I don't shake.
What do you, fist bump?
No, I was talking about the shaking as far as on the water, what Charlie was talking about that I was shaking when I was catching the fish. All right. Good night. Goodbye.
All right.
Hang up.
See ya.
See ya.
Thanks, everybody.